got some Rory and Mal news, chock full of Rory and Mal news. Apparently, Rory and Mal finally created a YouTube channel. Shout out to them. Salute, okay, that they created a YouTube channel. I subscribed to them yesterday. I'm going to try to have their link in the comment section. If you guys are not aware of it, you can join their new YouTube channel if you choose to. And they did a video letting the world know that they have a YouTube channel. And they was poking holes and making fun of their back and forth with Joe Budden. And the video, it was a long, lengthy video. I felt like it should have been chopped down to like a minute or 2 minutes. And it was an okay, funny video. And to me, the video reminds me of, I don't know if a lot of you guys remember this video called Dre Day. Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg was in it, and Dr. Dre was making fun of Eazy-E in the music video. And it kind of reminds me of that. In other Rory and Mal news, there's a rumor out there that's floating around. I can't really confirm it because I tried to look for it. But the rumor is that Rory and Mal is going to be signed to Kevin Durant. And I believe Kevin Durant's company name is 35 and Venture. I'm not 100% sure on that name. I may be butchering that name. I apologize. But they're going to be Rory and Mal is going to be partnering up with Kevin Durant, 35 and Venture. I don't know what this deal means for them. But nevertheless, if this is true, I believe 35 and Venture is going to be their Spotify. Okay, their Spotify deal. So I don't know how much you're going to get out this deal. I don't know how much Kevin Durant's company is going to promote Rory and Mal's YouTube channel or their podcast, but that's what's going on in Rory and Mal news. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys my opinion of all the stuff I just laid out. To me, as far as their YouTube channel goes, they should have already had a YouTube channel. And I said this in numerous videos that when they were on the Joe Budden podcast, they should have been also creating their own brand. Why do you wait until you get fired? Or in Mal's case, he chose Rory and just left the company. And now you have a brainstorm and say, you know what, let's create a YouTube channel. When you guys should have already had this going on when you was with Joe Budden. Now, Joe Budden confirmed that in the contracts that you guys signed, and even you guys even admit to this, that there was nothing in the contract that kept you guys for going out there and starting and creating your own brand. So to me, now this is just me. I know a lot of people are going to get upset with what I'm about to say, but I'm sorry. That just tells me that you was really leaning on the Joe Budden brand, and you really wasn't into trying to create and do your own thing, have your own independence, okay? And it also shows me the lack of business skills that you guys have. Well, the lack of branding, separating yourself and creating your own brand. I should say that I feel like that's really a true indication of you two guys. That just tells me that you wasn't really trying to create your own brand, your own flavor. You were just okay and cool with hopping on the couch and doing the Joe Budden show for like 2 shows a week, and then you're 88 out the gate and you get to go on and do whatever you want to do, live your best life, okay? Now, when you guys get fired, now you start to say, you know what, we need to start creating a brand, so guess what? We can have jobs, okay? So that just tells me in a nutshell a lot about you. Not to say that Joe Budden was 100% right about you guys. And I also say this in numerous videos. I felt like all three of you guys handled this the wrong way. And when y'all started, when you guys started creating this business, you should have had, guidelines that you guys were going to follow. And those guidelines should have been in the contract on who gets what, whose IP is it? But also you guys should have, been trying to create your own thing, create your own hustle. Okay. And, I know a lot of people are going to make excuses about that, but there's really no excuse about that. To be perfectly honest, a lot of podcasts out there have hosts, and these hosts go out and they create their own brand, their own identity. Okay. Wallow don't just depend on Gilly the Kid and the, damn, I forgot they podcast, $1 million worth of game. He just don't only depend on that. Wallow goes out and he does his own thing. He has his own flavor. He has his own brand. Okay. He just doesn't just, depend on $1 million worth of game and then that's it. Okay. I can name, I got tons of other examples. Okay. Andrew Soch, I think I butchered his last name. He's with Charlemagne the God with the Brilliant Idiots. Now he has his own thing. He always had his own thing. But you understand what I'm saying? I just don't. To me, that just tells me a lot about you. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking so this video won't be extremely long because a lot of you guys say that I make long videos. So the other Rory and Mal news, as far as them hooking up with Kevin Durant. And like I said, this could be all gossip. This could all not be true, but I'm just going to say, what if it is true? Them finding a deal that quickly. If this is true, that just shows that, Rory, I'm just going to give the credit to both of them. Rory and Mal could find and can do business and find a partner to work alongside the company. All right. I don't know the gist of this deal. I don't know how big this deal is. Is it? I'm gonna put it this way. I don't think it is big as the Spotify deal. Okay, I just feel like it's just an average deal. They don't get any partnership or no percentages with linking up with Kevin Durant's 35 and venture. I believe that's the name of the company. I feel like they're just sponsoring Rory and Mal and their IP, their platform, which is going to be their podcast and their YouTube videos that they publish on their channel as well as Kevin Durant's channel. I think that's all they're going to get out of it, promoting them and things of that nature. And time is only going to tell if this is going to be a huge success. Time is only going to tell, are they in competition with Joe Budden if all this is true? But to me, I just feel like Rory and Mal should just turn the page and just move on. Okay, them just holding on to the past. That's another thing I want to talk about. It seems like to me, Rory and Mal is still stuck in this bubble of holding on to the past because it's working. They realize it gets the clicks and it gets the views. As long as they keep talking and keeping Joe Budden in their names, people are going to always identify to them, oh, those are the two guys that used to do a podcast with Joe Budden. I feel like they should just branch out and just do their own thing. Okay, create their own brand, create their own identity. Okay, I feel like it's time to step away from that, and instead of just holding on to, yeah, we used to be Joe Budden's co-host. Okay, but to each his own. If they want to do that, that's fine and dandy. But to me, eventually that is going to play out, and people going to really determine subscribing to you or not on what do you have to offer with your YouTube channel. What do you have to offer when you create your podcast? What else you guys are going to talk about? I mean, are you going to just do episode after episode of talking about Joe Budden, or are you just going to start doing your own thing? Okay. And I felt like even last week, I felt like Rory and Mal was leaning to that too much. And I also felt like Joe Budden, to a certain extent, was leaning on that too much. But, Joe Budden has moved on. I guess he's got a bigger target, if you want to call it a target, talking about Charlemagne the God. But, yeah, that's all I got for this video. I wish the guys the best of luck. Like I said, I don't subscribe to the podcast. And the only time I'm going to tell if this podcast is going to be good. Is it going to be... I feel like it's going to be okay, but I don't think it's going to be the next big wave. I don't think when you compare it to the other podcasts that are already been established, I don't think it's going to take away from those other established podcasts, because people are going to always go to those podcasts. But I feel like if you are a true Rory and Mal fan, which to me, I just don't think it's that many of them, you're going to go check out this podcast. And only time I'm going to tell if you're going to continue listening and watching the podcast, because at the end of the day, that's not a battle. It's the war. Did you win the war against Joe Budden, proving that you can do it on your own? And, you have your own platform. I felt like they should have created this like a lot sooner than when basically Joe Budden fired you, because you're going to be hearing those comments in your comment section. Oh, you guys, you finally created a podcast after you guys got fired. Okay. So, and they're going to placate to that. They're going to make fun of it. I feel like these guys are not thin skinned, but it just, that's the only reason why you're going to get the views is people going to troll and mock your podcast and your YouTube channel. That's just basically it. At the end of the day, it doesn't add nothing to your brand. So that's all I got to say about Rory and Mal news. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. Deuces.